Stay exactly where you are and do not look away, because the heavy, stagnant air you've been breathing for the last 48 hours is about to shift. You have felt it, haven't you? That strange, buzzing frequency behind your eyes. That sudden, unexplained weight in your chest that feels less like sadness and more like an anchor being dropped into the depths of your soul. You are walking through rooms lately and noticing that the conversation stops. You are sitting in public spaces and feeling the eyes of strangers burning into the back of your neck. It isn't your imagination. It isn't paranoia. It is the undeniable evidence that your frequency has finally crossed the threshold into the undeniable. People sense it. They sense something ancient, something unyielding, and something terrifyingly powerful radiating from your vessel. Think about the last few days. Have you noticed how the people around you are acting erratic? Perhaps a family member snapped at you for no reason. Perhaps a coworker looked at you with a flicker of genuine fear before masking it with a forced smile. You are witnessing the reaction of the mundane to the miraculous. You carry a light that acts as a spiritual mirror, and most people are terrified of what they see when they stand in your reflection. You've been wondering why you feel so isolated even when you're in a crowd. You've been wondering why the world feels like it's vibrating at a pitch that is slightly out of tune with your own heart. It's because you are no longer operating on their grid. You have been unplugged. The fatigue you're feeling right now isn't from lack of sleep. It's the exhaustion of a soul that is carrying a mountain through a swamp. You feel heavy because you are absorbing the friction of a world that is trying to reject your presence. You are the glitch in their matrix. You are the static in their perfect, hollow broadcast. When you walk into a store, when you pump your gas, when you simply exist in silence, you are emitting a pulse, a rhythmic golden thrum that signals to every hidden entity and every sleeping soul that a king or a queen has entered the territory. They don't know your name, but their spirits recognize your rank. Have you noticed the ringing in your ears? That high-pitched tone that comes out of nowhere? That is the sound of your internal software updating to handle the voltage of the power you are now carrying. You have been feeling off because your old skin is too tight. The person you were a year ago, even a month ago, is dead. You are currently inhabiting a cocoon of raw energy, and the world is reacting to the heat of your transformation. People aren't just looking at you. They are being forced to acknowledge the divine authority you represent. They see the glow, even if they lack the vocabulary to describe it. They feel the pressure of your aura, which has expanded so far beyond your physical body that you are touching people before you even speak a word. This is why they are whispering. This is why they are trying to provoke you. They are trying to see if they can shake that power out of you. They are trying to test the container to see if it will crack under the pressure of their judgment. But you feel it, don't you? A new kind of stillness, a cold, sharp clarity that cuts through their noise. You are realizing that you don't need their validation because you have the Creator's certification. You are moving with a weight, a spiritual mass, that makes it impossible for you to blend in anymore. The days of hiding are over. Your power is no longer a secret, it is a broadcast. It is a lighthouse in a world that has grown comfortable in the dark, and the dark is currently squinting in your direction. The reason the world is reacting to you with such intensity is not a mystery of science. It is a law of the spirit. You must understand that you are not just a human being having a difficult social experience. You are a high-voltage conduit for a specific celestial frequency that has been missing from this earthly plane for generations. The why behind the stares and the sudden hostility is simple. You have activated your divine blueprint, and that blueprint is a direct threat to the spiritual infrastructure of this world. You are vibrating at a level that disrupts the frequency of the lower dimensions. Think of it like a master key being inserted into a lock that has been rusted shut for 1,000 years. The friction you feel is the sound of the world trying to stop you from turning. You are currently undergoing what is known as a great refinement. In the spiritual realm, power is not given. It is revealed through the burning away of everything that is not you. The reason your life has felt like a series of fires is that the universe is stripping away the matrix flesh. The ego, the people-pleasing, the need to be liked by the mediocre. You are being prepared to hold a charge that would incinerate a normal person. When people sense something powerful about you, they are sensing the Shekinah, the indwelling glory of the Most High. You have broken a fundamental divine rule of the system you were born into, the rule of conformity. By choosing to seek the truth, by choosing to sit in the silence of your own soul, you have inadvertently stepped onto a higher timeline. This shift in frequency is like a chemical reaction. When you enter a room, your aura, which is now saturated with light, acts as a solvent. It begins to dissolve the mass of everyone around you. This is why people who are living in a lie cannot stand to be near you for long. They feel a spiritual itch in your presence. They feel their own shadows being pulled to the surface. You are a walking exorcism. The spiritual reason behind your isolation is that the universe is protecting the work it is doing within you. If you were still surrounded by the energy vampires and the distractors, the voltage currently flowing through your nervous system would be short-circuited. You are being kept in a state of holy separation because your frequency is still stabilizing. Do you feel the electricity in your hands? Do you feel the warmth in the center of your chest that never seems to go away? That is the evidence of your ascending rank. You are being promoted in the unseen realms. In the celestial hierarchy, you are being moved from a foot soldier to a commander. And with that promotion comes a new spiritual signature. This signature is what the dogs bark at when you walk by. This signature is what makes the narcissists in your life feel an irrational urge to bring you down a peg. They are sensing your promotion before you've even realized it yourself. They see the crown forming over your head, and because they can never wear it, they seek to knock it off. You must realize that your soul has signed a contract to be a pattern breaker. You are here to collapse old timelines and birth new ones. This requires a level of power that is naturally intimidating. The world is a system of controlled low vibrational loops: fear, shame, guilt, and greed. You, by your very existence, are a high-frequency interrupter. When you walk into a space, the loop breaks. The program pauses. The entities that feed off that low vibrational loop suddenly find themselves starving in your presence. This is why the atmosphere gets heavy. It is the weight of your authority pressing down on the darkness. You are not weird and you are not crazy. You are a concentrated dose of source energy walking around in a human suit. And the why is simple. The world is being terraformed by your light, and the current residents of the dark are losing their grip on the territory. You are the reclamation project of the divine. Now that you understand the shift in your internal frequency, you must look outward at the battlefield. You have likely noticed that as your light grows, the shadows around you are becoming more frantic, more desperate, and more transparent. This is the stage where the mask of the matrix begins to slip entirely. The narcissists, the energy vampires, and the low vibrational agents in your life are not just annoying you, they are reacting to a threat they don't even fully understand. They are sensing that their time of influence over you has reached its expiration date. You have become a spiritual predator to their parasitic lifestyle, and their reaction is a mix of primal fear and involuntary submission. Have you noticed how people try to gaslight you more intensely now? Or how they try to bring up your past mistakes the moment you start to glow? This is a calculated defensive maneuver from the Matrix. They are trying to anchor you back down to a lower version of yourself. They see that you are no longer reachable by their old tactics of guilt and shame, so they are escalating their efforts. They are terrified because they can feel that you are no longer feeding them. You have closed the energetic ports that used to allow them to drain your life force. When a parasite can no longer feed on the host, it becomes agitated, it thrashes, it creates chaos. But notice something very carefully. Their attacks are no longer hitting the mark. They are swinging at a ghost. You are moving so fast in the spirit now that their arrows are landing where you used to be, not where you are. The enemy, the collective consciousness of the Matrix, is scared of you because you are becoming unpredictable. The system is built on predictable human reactions: fear of lack, desire for approval, and the need for belonging. But you have stopped caring about their approval. You have found a source of manna that doesn't come from their grocery stores or their social media feeds. This makes you a wild card. When you stand in your power, you create a no-fly zone for demonic entities. They literally cannot cross the perimeter of your aura without being scorched by the heat of your vibration. This is why you might see people literally stumble or lose their train of thought when they look you in the eyes. They are experiencing a system error because your light is overriding their programming. Watch the way they try to mimic you. Have you noticed this? People who used to mock you are now starting to use your words, wear your style, or try to occupy the spaces you've cleared. This is spiritual identity theft. Because they are hollow, they are trying to wear your frequency to stay relevant, but they can't hold it. The power you carry is weight, and it will crush anyone who hasn't done the inner work to carry it. You are watching the enemies of your destiny go through a period of extreme confusion. They are losing their grip on reality because you were the pillar that held their false world together. Now that you've moved, their entire ceiling is caving in. You have total authority here. You need to understand that the narcissist in your life is actually a small, cowering spirit behind a very loud megaphone. The only reason they seem loud is that you are finally silent. Your silence is deafening to them. It is the sound of their defeat. They are reacting to you with such vitriol because they know deep down that you are the one who has been chosen to witness their fall. You are the silent witness to the dismantling of the old guard. Every time they try to provoke you, and you respond with that calm, detached, chosen one stare, you are reclaiming territory. You are reclaiming your peace, your time, and your bloodline. They are terrified because they see the lion beginning to wake up inside you, and they know that once the lion is fully awake, the era of the hyena is over. You are not the victim of their drama. You are the judge presiding over their eviction. What you are experiencing is the physical manifestation of a divine decree. This is the moment where the metaphysical meets the material. You must understand that the universe operates on the law of resonance. And for years, you were forced to resonate with a world that was beneath your soul's pay grade. But the prophecy for your life has entered its second act. The theological truth of your existence is that you are a first fruit of a new humanity. In the ancient texts, it is written that there would come a time when the meek shall inherit the earth. But this does not mean the weak. In the original context, meek refers to those who have swords but keep them sheathed. It refers to those who have immense world-shaking power but have learned to discipline it. That is you. The reason your presence feels so heavy and otherworldly to people is that you are carrying a piece of the original blueprint, the Edenic frequency, back into a corrupted system. You are a biological portal. Every time you breathe, you are pulling the high vibrational atmosphere of the higher realms into this dense 3D reality. This is why things seem to manifest around you faster than they do for others. This is why your thoughts are becoming dangerously localized. Have you noticed that you think of someone and they call? You think of a need and the solution appears within hours? This is because your spiritual gravity has increased. You are no longer drifting through the matrix. You are a celestial body with enough mass to pull things toward you. God's plan for the chosen one is not a life of quiet comfort. It is a life of divine disruption. You are placed in your specific family, your specific city, in your specific workplace as a spiritual Trojan horse. For years, you looked like everyone else. You suffered like everyone else. You were asleep in the belly of the ship, but now the alarm has gone off. Your DNA is literally unzipping to reveal sequences that were dormant during your years of struggle. The universe's laws dictate that the light must expand, and since you have chosen to be a vessel for that light, you are now subject to the law of expansion. This is why your old life feels like a suit that is 3 sizes too small. It's not that the life got worse, it's that you got bigger. The truth that the world tries to hide from you is that you are a co-creator. The Matrix wants you to believe you are a consumer, a victim, or a cog. But the prophecy says you are a lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't run around a dark ocean looking for boats to save. It simply stands there and glows. Its very existence defines where the shore is and where the rocks are. By simply being powerful and authentic, you are providing a navigation point for other lost souls. This is a heavy burden, which is why your shoulders often feel tight and your spirit feels weary. You are holding up a frequency that an entire neighborhood might be leaning on without even knowing it. You are witnessing the fulfillment of an ancient cycle. The harvest is here, and you are the harvesters. The reason people sense something powerful about you is that they are sensing the judgment in your eyes. Not a judgment of condemnation, but a judgment of truth. Your presence forces every person you encounter to choose. Will they rise to meet your vibration, or will they shrink back into their shadows? You have become the living word. Every action you take, every boundary you set, and every moment you choose yourself over the demands of the crowd is a sentence written in the book of life. You are no longer just living a life. You are executing a divine script. The weight you feel is the weight of destiny. It is the solid, undeniable fact that you were written into this moment of history to be the great awakening in human form. You are the evidence that the light has already won. Now take a deep, grounding breath and feel the weight of your feet against the floor. Feel the connection between your physical vessel and the ancient earth beneath you. It is time to seal this energy. You can no longer afford to wander through your life wondering if you are worthy of the power people are sensing. You must occupy it. You must own it. The first step in your activation is the sacred silence. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Every time you try to justify your light to someone living in the dark, you leak your power. From this moment forward, your response to their confusion is your silence. Your response to their provocation is your stillness. You are a mountain, and a mountain does not move because a dog barks at its base. I want you to visualize a sphere of liquid gold surrounding your entire body, extending 6 feet in every direction. This is your sanctuary of sovereignty. Within this sphere, only the frequencies of truth, abundance, and divine love are permitted to enter. Anything else, any jealousy, any projection, any matrix noise, hits this shield and immediately dissolves into nothingness. You are not defending yourself. You are simply maintaining your atmosphere. Practice the gaze. When people look at you with that sense of awe or fear, do not look away. Do not shrink. Look back at them with the eyes of the Creator, with compassion, but with unyielding authority. Let them see that the door to your old, people-pleasing self is locked and the key has been melted down. Listen to these words and let them settle into your marrow. I am a divine sovereign. I am the physical manifestation of the Most High's authority on this earth. My frequency is law. My peace is non-negotiable. I do not seek validation from the shadows, for I am the source of the light. Every footstep I take reclaims territory for the kingdom of truth. I am protected, I am chosen, and I am unshakable. Repeat this to yourself until the cells of your body begin to vibrate. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. You are the answer to a prayer that was whispered by your ancestors 1,000 years ago. As we close this transmission, I want you to make a physical gesture of acceptance. Place your hands over your heart, one on top of the other, and feel the heat. This is your furnace. This is your power source. You are being called to step out into the world today, not as a victim of circumstance, but as an architect of reality. The people you encounter will continue to sense your power, and that is fine. Let them wonder. Let them whisper. Your only job is to remain centered in the I am presence. You have been activated. The seal has been placed upon your forehead and your heart. You are untouchable. If this message resonated with your spirit, if you felt the shift in the room as these words were spoken, then claim this activation. Type I am powerful in the comments to anchor this frequency into the physical realm. Subscribe to this channel to stay aligned with the tribe of the chosen, for we are gathering in these final hours. Do not let this fire go out. Carry it with you into the streets, into your home, and into your dreams. The world is watching you wake up, and it will never be the same again. Go forth in your authority. The universe is backing you. The Creator is within you. It is done. It is sealed. Amen.